Hey everybody, welcome back to the annual on our Gamebird. Show you what we've done. Also talk to you about why these wings are off. We had an issue we had to deal with on here. Not terrible issue, but one that had to be addressed. Did compression checks, did bore scopes, everything looks great. I think we're up in the 80s for all the compressions. We had to take the wings off, and to take the wings off, we had to drain the fuel. So when we drained the fuel out, at the same time, we filtered the fuel into the buckets, and of course, we made sure the buckets are clean. And when we put the fuel back in, we're also going to filter the fuel going back into the wings. I'm going to get to what that issue is in a second, but I want to show you a little bit about other things we did and how the wing system works on the Gamebird. It's pretty slick how they do this. It's pretty different from our extra and how that works. So I'm going to walk you through it. The other things we did is we put brand new tires on and brand new brakes. Now in this plane, we did add a taxi camera on here, and we'll go through that in a minute. And that helps eliminate the need to S-turn down the taxiway, but I still do. I still do a little bit S-turning, and I get a little aggressive on the brakes and things. I think I wear the brakes down more than most people would. New brakes, new tires. Let's go through the wing system and the fuel tanks and how all this works. This Spar, of course, is fully integrated with this whole carbon fiber wing. So this is one big giant piece here. But basically, this side of the wing inserts into the other side of the wing, which we'll show you right here. And then they come together inside the airplane. So let me go around the other side of the wing and show you how it actually comes together and locks together. Okay, so how this works is, like I said, it's like almost like two straws, drinking straws that go inside each other, and that happens inside the airplane. So you got the beefy part of the fuselage here, which ties all the gear in and everything like that. This one goes into the other one and it slides in. Now when it gets in there, we've got a hole here and a hole here, and you can see it from this side. I'll give you a little bit of a light here to give you a little bit of an idea what's going on, so you can kind of see the hole right here that's going through there. So basically what happens is once the wings get in there and get together, these big giant stainless steel pins slide all the way through this inner wing, the outer wing, as well as this fuselage all at the same time, and then they get locked into place, wire tied, all that kind of great stuff. So it becomes one piece, one fully integrated piece that just cannot come apart. This side is like the receiver of the other wing. So you can see how it's bigger. So the other wing slides inside of here. So the first thing that happens is this one slides in here. Then the other one, the other wing slides inside of this one. So they're kind of layered on top of each other, and then the fuselage is here, and then the pins go in. So I wanted you to see that. Now, here is the big issue that we had. We found out on a few of these planes now that there would be a little bit of a fuel leak. So I saw occasionally down the bottom of the wing a little bit of fuel. Now, I couldn't tell it was fuel, but what was happening was there's a fuel sender right here. So this sender gives us our fuel level in the wings. This fuel sender, the gaskets failed on these fuel senders. And when the gaskets failed, you had a little bit, nothing major, not like a ton of fuel coming out, but enough that it just drips a little bit over time. It worked its way down the bottom, and you could see it coming out. Now, I didn't know if maybe it was smoke oil or something, because in the extra and in the other planes, really, you get some smoke oil residual down there when you fly with smoke oil. So in this annual, they did determine that that was happening. A lot of people say, yeah, all these planes leak fuel. I get it, a lot of them do, but look, I don't like the fact that there's a little bit of a layer of fuel all the way down the belly on the inside of this plane. Anything could happen, a spark from, you know, electronics or something, just not a good situation. So what they had to do is take the fuel sender out. We did not have to replace the fuel sender, but the gaskets, is a different way they now install these. I'm not gonna get into technical ways and things like that. If you have a plane like this, ask your A&P, but they just did it a different way and where the gaskets go on the inside and the outside, and it gets sealed with sealant as well on both sides. We had to wait 48 hours for this to dry so that now we can leak check it. While the wings are off the plane, we're gonna go ahead and put fuel in the wings, and then we're gonna let that sit for 12 hours and come back and check and make sure.